Evening all, welcome to Live at 5.
Back again, Friday the 1st of May, brand new month. Let's hope it's a better one than the last two. We can get us back on the golf course sooner rather than later. Loads of news again for you this week on what's been happening on the golf course. Show you again what the lads have been up to make this place presentable and playable for when we return. Got Nigel Mansell with me again tonight. Breezier week now, a little bit cooler than last week, which has brought a little bit of rain, which is good. It's benefited the golf course no end. As you can see behind me, it's greened up big time. Loads of definition there now, especially with the cut starting. The lads are really cutting into the fairways, defining the semi-rough and the playing areas of the golf course. We've been doing quite a lot of treatment as well on the tees and greens this week. They've had some wetting agent last week, which I don't know what that does, but wetting agent on the green. It's enabled it to cut. The granular feed's been on as well, don't forget. I'm just stood here on the first tee. Look how good that looks. If I can tonight, I'm going to try and go and find one of our key worker greensmen and see if we can get a bit of inside information as to what they've been doing and how they feel the golf course is coming on. Give you members as much information as we can. Just hot-footed up to the 15th green here. We've got Scott. He's putting some application on the green. I'm going to try and catch a word with him. Right, Scott, how's it been going this week on the course? What have you been up to?
Well, it was nice to have a drop of water. Just sprayed the greens this morning. What we've put on is just a soil conditioner. That's gone round now. But another fault with another machine. The diaphragm's gone.
Oh.
So that's another repair job for us.
Things are hanging on.
2 staff. I think the course is looking well. We're doing okay.
Well done, Scott. Thanks for your efforts. Cheers, mate. Okay, I've just stopped by the first green and I want to show you what we're dealing with at the minute. A bit of a pest factor. We've got the magpies and the crows and other birds coming on the course, coming on the greens at night and pecking big holes in them. And you can see the holes and the debris that they're leaving on the surface of the greens here. So say this is the first green. All over it there's little holes that they're pecking in and they're looking for little things, little grubs called leather jackets. There's one of the pests there. Go on, we'll get it. Over to the 4th now, where the lads have finished off that massive drainage channel that I spoke about a few weeks ago that went down the path that cuts behind the 3rd green. Let's go and have a look. So here we are. As you can see, they've stoned it up the entrance, made it firm. It's got a little bit boggy at times here. And this big long drain here that they've dug to really dry this area out has now been finished off and top dressed and overseeded there, so that should be reinstated before too long. Really good job, nice and tidy. If you remember from previous vlogs that all the water comes off the back of the first green over the 2nd fairway. It comes through the trees here next to the 4th tee, where it really gets a little bit disjointed because all these tree roots here have grown into the old clay pot drains and everything's just a little bit mismatched. So the lads have done the best they can for the meantime to pipe up there to pick up the water and drain it out down the side of the fairway here and out into the main drains that go into the stream at the bottom. Never ending job, this drainage work. It'll always be something that will have to be required of us to do, especially on land like this. It's like peat and sand and there's old mines underneath, there's springs popping up everywhere. The lie of the land changes on a weekly basis sometimes here, so it's really good that the lads can stay on top of it and carry out this essential maintenance. So the biggest question on everyone's lips at the minute is when can we get back playing golf? Personally, I don't think it'll be too long. As I mentioned last week in the video, all the governing bodies, the PGA, the R&A, England Golf Big Air, everybody is working together to try and come up with some sort of common sense policies to present to the government, present to Cobra, whoever it might be, to show us that we are ready to return to golf as the prospect of a lockdown the governing bodies now are producing documents, finalised documents, which contain measures that clubs can adopt when coming out of lockdown. It'll be things like, let me tell you now, it won't be the same for as you used to for quite a while yet. There'll be certain restrictions still in place, but the main thing is that you can get out on the golf course and play golf. So we're talking about having to book times through BRS. Nobody can just turn up and expect to play. That way we can monitor the course and measure play and keep everyone safe and social distance and so forth. We're talking about things like maximum play in 2 balls only, 10-minute tee time intervals, things like that. Initially we're expecting a big surge. Everybody wants to play golf, everyone wants to get back, so we may have to restrict the course to 9 holes only. So 2 tee starts, you start the 10th, play the back 9, start the first, play front 9, so forth, and alternate that on a daily basis to give more people more of a chance to play the game. Regarding competitions and so forth, I think competitions are a while off, so all these things that the club have to take into consideration to enable us to get back to golf, firstly safely and responsibly as well. So as a result of all this information that's coming out from the governing bodies, the club can adequately prepare itself for a common sense return to golf. So all these things taken into consideration, there's a lot of work to do, a lot of policies to create from now until that point, but the directors are currently on that at the minute. They're meeting regularly through Zoom video conferencing calls. We're keeping up on the course patrols, things like that, and constant discussion over WhatsApp groups. So the club and the directors are way ahead of the curve regarding these policies, and will keep you, the members, as well as I do, informed as and when we hear anything. Okay, so as soon as we hear it, you'll hear it, and we'll communicate these policies and how we're going to return back to golf as and when. And of course, the big one, the last absolutely massive thank you goes to you, the members. You for being patient, for understanding the situation, for supporting your golf club throughout this pandemic. We've still got a long way to go. Hopefully the curve's flattening and we've got a sense of some sort of normality returning in the not too distant future. But thank you very much personally from me and all the directors for supporting your golf club. All this here, all this is yours. You're a shareholder, you own a piece of it each. You are members of this golf club. You are Crompton and Royton. So from me, thanks for your support. Okay, that about wraps up tonight's live at 5, but don't forget we've got a hopscotch home now, haven't we? Because in a few minutes, jump over to Facebook Live, Martin Beattie Facebook page for the live draw number 2 is going on in a few minutes. So loads and loads of top prizes up for grabs, isn't there? Mm-hmm. Set of Callaway irons first prize, all the way down to 10th place, which is a Cuddly Toy FootJoy glove. So a couple of more minutes, jump over to the Facebook page, Martin Beattie, and we'll do the draw live. Thanks everybody again for your support. Good luck, fingers crossed for you. See you in a few.